Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. So this is a philodendron monstera. I took the big cutting from my mom's plant. She had given me another cutting, but I wanted it to be, I wanted it to make sure that I had a piece of it. Because, you know, sharing plants is like sharing part of you. I'll be right back. I'll show you what other cuttings I took. Okay, I'm doing this up because, see, I'm on top of my hutch here, my cat, because these are toxic and I don't want the cat getting to them. So I was very surprised that the ivy grew roots in the water. I was very surprised about that. I'm very happy also because I don't have any ivy. I also took cuttings of her philodendron and her pothos. There's the pothos. So yeah, they're doing well actually, and I'm happy. I'm happy that the ivy took root because I really didn't think it was going to. That's awesome. I'll be back. Okay, so you'll notice a theme that a lot of plants are up off the floor. This is a Schefflera, and it had like 3 or 4 side shoots, offshoots, so I took one of them. When you do that, just gently pull them out, tug on them. If they're willing to come out, they will. If not, then you probably have the mother plant. So this, see that? It's got new growth on it. I am so happy because I really wasn't sure if this would survive. There's a couple other ones I didn't think would survive because I took offshoots of them. So I'll be back. I'll bring you more. This one is toxic, so it's up where the kitty cat cannot get to it. I'll be back. This is an offshoot of one of her palms. As you can see, it's on a plant stand. Again, I didn't think it would take. I wasn't sure if it would take, but it did. And I'm happy about that. And surprisingly, so far, the cat leaves it alone. It is up on a stand. So maybe he, they tend to like things like this. But, yep, that's another one. I'll be back. Here's another one. Actually, this one was a shorter palm and had a bunch of babies. So I took 2 off of that one. Looks like it's doing well. The bird decided to try to plant a feather. I'll be back. Okay, so the last one I took an offshoot of was this prayer plant. And believe it or not, it's grown quite a bit since I took the offshoot, and there were a bunch of these in there as well. Yeah, it took. I'm happy. I'm really happy. I'll be back. So yeah, if you want, sorry, I'll keep hitting that button. If you want to share plants with other people, you can take offshoots of some plants. The palms were really easy, so was the Schefflera and the prayer plant. They came up really easy. They weren't like where a snake plant, when they send off a pup, they have like this thick of a root and it has to be cut. You can't just pull the baby out like the other ones. You can take cuttings of different plants. I was very surprised that the ivy took. I really was. Sorry about that. I know I've said that a couple of times, but yeah, I'm surprised the palms took as well. And if the bird doesn't stop, I'll probably pause this video again. Anyway, the point of the video is so much people noise. If you want to share with people your house plants, there's ways to do it. You need, there's lots of information online. I like to share my houseplants. I've given cuttings to quite a few different people of my Thanksgiving cactus and spider plant babies. Like the babies are easy. You just cut them off and they'll grow roots. The snake plant sends babies, sends pups out, but you have to cut them. Yeah. So it's kind of like having a little bit of my mom here with her plants, and I was able to share with my nieces and my sister-in-law. I didn't have to take the whole plant. Oh boy. I didn't have to take the whole plant and, have anybody not be able to get something. So my mom's snake plant, which is a baby of my snake plant, is huge, very tall compared to the one I have, but it's in a, I think she fed them, where I very rarely feed mine. Hang on a minute. Let me shut the door. Oh, sorry about that. So, yeah, there's ways to do things. I wanted to share with everybody. I didn't want to just take the whole plant and leave nothing for others. So, like, she's got a couple of other plants down there that I didn't take. She has a Dieffenbachia I didn't take because they get to be pretty big and they are very toxic. They can cause paralysis for humans as well as cats and dogs. So I didn't really want to risk that one. The Schefflera would probably make the cats sick if they ate it, but it's up. Like, I took the plants that I could put up at least for a little while, and we'll go from there. Both of them are relatively good about the house plants. The ones that are really tempting to them are the spider plants. They just think they're grass, I guess, because they're shaped the same way. But the way to avoid that is to plant cat grass for them. So, yeah, I think that was it. I just wanted to kind of maybe make the video so that I have the remembrance of, well, yeah, this is how I got these plants. And, because sometimes you forget over the years, like sometimes life gets in the way and you just don't remember where you got things from. But sometimes I label things. Like I have that one spider plant, the all green one I got from a friend of mine. That was her baby. It needs to be transplanted. The 20-something-year-old spider plants I've had, I think I bought them. I don't think they were anybody's babies, but who knows, because they're so old, I forgot. And it's another way, too, to get extra house plants as well. You can separate plants. You can... Kid Socks wants to say hi, apparently. He has been my shadow these days. You can separate them. You can take cuttings. It's a way to build up if you want more plants or if you want to share your plants. I think that's what I kind of wanted to say. Plus, like I said, I wanted a little bit of a remembrance so I can look back maybe next year and say, oh yeah, that's where I got that one from. Or, oh, wow, that one didn't make it. But I think they're all going to make it. As you can tell, they all took root. And as long as nobody bothers them, it should be okay. Right now, he's bothering my orchids because they're on the table. And it's okay. They're safe. But hey, don't eat that. Don't pick on the orchid. It's not the orchid's fault that I didn't plant your seeds. I planted them today, though, so you'll have them. A couple days. Orchids are safe. There's plants that are toxic, and there's plants that aren't. So, I guess it's a good thing to learn if you have cats and dogs. She had another plant that I didn't take too, because I didn't know what it was. I didn't know if it was a coffee plant or a fiddle leaf fig, because they kind of have the same type of leaf, and I didn't want to risk it with this guy and Cocoa Puff. Anyway, it's a good way to share. It's a good way to multiply your houseplants. And there's a lot of information online about it. I guess I'm basically making this A, for a reminder of, you know, my mom, and B, to let young people know that have never had houseplants, that you can multiply your houseplants if you want to. You just have to look up the information. I mean, I could show you on all of them, but some you can't multiply. Like orchids are very hard to multiply. You can pollinate the flower, which I did do one time, but they're very hard to start from seed. You need a special uh, environment for them. It's got to be sterile and everything. So, but that's another way to propagate your houseplants. I've actually fertilized my Thanksgiving cactus plants and gotten seeds from them as well, but I never tried to grow them. Anyway, yeah, I think that's it for today. I hope everybody stays safe out there, and hope everybody's doing well. And thank you so much for watching my channel. I super appreciate it. I know I have a variety of things, but that's who I am. I have a variety of interests. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye for now. Talk to y'all soon.